Hello everyone and welcome back to Tales from Terrapin. I am Terry, your host, and what we do here on this channel is we explore the music of the Grateful Dead. I pick a song, I talk about it, we listen to a version of it, which I stream from this wonderful website called archive.org. And then we go on our merry way and have a grateful time. I want to thank everyone that has subscribed. I want to thank everyone that takes the time to watch these videos. And remember, it is the law of the land of YouTube. I ask you to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, leave a comment of what song you want me to explore next. So, for those of you that are able to pick up what we're what we're listening to today, we're going to listen to Minglewood Blues, which has many different names. On the first Grateful Dead studio album, it's called the New Minglewood Blues, and the lyrics are different from anything else. And then it's also been referred to as New Minglewood Blues, and on Shakedown Street it is called the All New Minglewood Blues. Now, Minglewood Blues is a cover, kinda. It was originally written by Noah Lewis, who lived from September 3rd, 1891 through February 7th, 1961. He played harmonica in a jug band. He was born in Tennessee. And the first two verses are very similar to what's on the first Grateful Dead album, but at some point Bobby changed the lyrics, added stuff, so that's why it's kind of a cover, but it's not, because Bobby wrote some lyrics and whatnot. So yeah, there's the little bit of history of what Minglewood Blues is. And if you want, you can go listen to the original version by Noah Lewis. Look up Noah Lewis Jug Band, New Minglewood Blues, and you'll be able to hear it. I think it was 1928, 1929 that it was released, and it's definitely, you get that old-timey blues feel. It's scratchy recording, the harmonica and the guitar and the jug going on. But yeah, alright, so let's get right into the stats here. So as you can see, this was played 436 times. Now that ends up being 11th on the all-time list according to Grateful Sets here. First time it was played was March 12th, 1966 at the Danish Center in Los Angeles, California. Last time it was played was June 27th, 1995 at the Palace at Auburn Hills in Auburn Hills, Michigan. And as you can see here, we got some significant gaps. 264 show gap from April 29, 1971 through July 12, 1976. And a 221 show gap from July 21st, 1967 through April 26, 1969. And a 106 show gap from August 21st, 1968 through May 15th, 1970. Mostly a first set song. It opened the first set a good number of times. Played the first set 422 times, 11 in set 2, 1 in set 3, and twice as an encore. Most played in San Francisco with 30, 27 in Oakland, 25 down in New York City, 14 in Philly, 11 in Berkeley and Chicago. Now, I'm wondering if these San Francisco, Oakland, all these shows, if it's the same venue or if it's just in New York City that they played it. Alright. We look over here at this nice little bar graph. You can see they broke it out and didn't play it at all in 68. Just a couple times in 69, a couple times in 71. Then didn't play it at all. Dead went under a little hiatus. Then they started to play it a lot throughout the years, and it just became a standard. Now, before and after, yes, in Cold Rain, but you know, as time goes on, basically whatever songs are in the repertoire, it just shows up. One thing I will say is that after they broke it out in 1976, Bobby played it a lot. You know, every other show, every show. You know, there were consecutive shows, and then 3 and 2. And it wasn't until we get into the 90s that we see a double-digit show gap. You know, here we got 4 or 5, 2, 1, so on and so forth between shows. And then we get a 10 show gap here, and then another 10 show gap, and then the next we got a 16 and a 13 and a 19 even. But you know, it was played, it was in the rotation. You know, it was played relatively often, and there's not much, you know, Lazy River, you know, and Touch and Opening Up, and it just not much, you know. it would take a lot of time for me to get some actual stats here for you with that. Of course, I'd be using spreadsheets because I love spreadsheets. But anyway, so Minglewood Blues, or as it is referred to on Archive here, just Minglewood. So this song kind of reminds me of Jack Straw, where we got a womanizing badass who got out of jail, and he's just doing what he can to be with the next lady. Very bluesy. Pretty sure Bobby plays a slide in this, and what we're going to listen to is March 9th, 1981 from Madison Square Garden down in New York City. I picked this version because the jams are great. And I want to let you know that Jerry's jam and the second one keeps screwing me up. This must be like the fourth time I've recorded this because I keep thinking that the jam's over and he's adding more, and I'm glad he's adding more. It adds a lot to this. So without further ado, it's time for me to be quiet. Oh, and I always forget this. Another piece of artwork from Randy Dunham here. This is probably 75% of it. I'll move it up in the next one and then shrink it down again like I did before. But here we go. Minglewood Blues from March 9th, 1981, Madison Square Garden down in New York City. Enjoy this one, folks. This is a good one.
I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. Well, my known occupation, stealing women's from that other man. She wish she would. Midtown girls start looking good. Couple more shots of whiskey, I'm going down to Minglewood. T for Texas. Yes, and it's T for Timbuktu. Listen, it's T for New York City, where little girls know what to do. Just what to do. I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. I was born in a desert. I was raised in a lion's den. But my number one occupation, stealing women's from the other land. We gotta do it again. You know, my number one occupation, stealing women's from the other land.
Oh man, that was so much fun. I love that song now. Oh, that's why I started doing this channel. Just listen to songs that were just like and then just knowing what's going on. So there you go, Minglewood Blues, 3/9/1981, Madison Square Garden, New York City. Thank you all. Enjoy. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you at the next one. Goodbye.